Good morning, students, and welcome back. Children, in our previous lecture, we have learned about the different types of rainfall, that is, convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. So, let's begin today's topic rain gauge. Rain gauge is an instrument which is used to measure the rainfall. You can see over here. The funnel which is used in the rain gauge has a specific diameter. The rain falling in the funnel is collected in the bottle fitted here. Children, the collected water is then measured with the help of measuring jar. Reads in mm, that is millimeter. The gauge is kept on 30 centimeter height, open ground, high flat mount, so that rainwater is collected without any obstructions. And children, remember, in areas where heavy rainfall takes place, the reading is taking every 3 hours interval. So understood, children? This is an instrument which is used to measure the rainfall, and the water which is collected over here we can measure with the help of measuring jar. Okay? Now let's see fog, dew and frost. Children, if the condensation take place near the surface of the earth because of the low temperature, solidification take place in the form of fog, dew and frost. So children, if temperature reduces near the surface of the earth, water vapor condenses either in liquid or in solid form. During this process, vapors turns into microscopic water particles which we cannot see with our naked eyes and float in the air. Children, if the density of these particles increases in the atmosphere, fog occurs. If the fog contact with very cold object, so condensation takes place and it turns into very small droplets, and these droplets sticks to the surface of the cold object which is called as dew. If the temperature of the air is less than 0 degrees Celsius, the water droplets stick to the surface of the cold object and freeze it. Children, this frozen water droplets is called frost. Now let's see effects of precipitation. First, we will talk about rain, which is a main source of potable water. Children, what is mean by potable water? Yes, potable water means the water which is suitable for drink. Whatever water which is available on the earth's surface for drink, that is rainwater. Because of that, rain is the main source of potable water. Other water is also available, that is seas and ocean, and you must be knowing it is salty, so that water cannot drink. And children, excessive rain is destructive. You must be knowing if rain is too much, what happen? It become very much destructive for the human being. Why? Because it causes floods. In each monsoon, we are having flood in cities like Mumbai, and this is not at good things for the people. School closed, colleges closed, communications, transport, all the systems disturbed because of flood. If excess of rain destructive, if in absence of rain, in 1 year no rain was there at all, again there is a problem, that is a drought. What is a drought? Yes, drought means there is no water on the earth's surface. So what happened, children? Food need to be imported, because without water we cannot grow the crops. From where we will get the food and all? So that time what we have to do? We have to import the food. Then farmers' condition also became grave, because they cannot grow the crops. What they will eat? Not only this, country's economy is also very much affected. Children, in both the way, you must be knowing our country India is agricultural country. The full economy of India is mainly depends upon this agriculture, and an agriculture is only done in a particular year, then full economy will get affected. A good rainfall at a right time. Children, right time means what? Yes, the time when crops needs more water to grow. That is the right time. Once they are grown up, that time is harvested. Water is not needed. So if that time rainwater is there, what will happen? The crops will get destroyed. So good rainfall at right time increases crops production. While untimely rain can damage the crops, you must have seen last 2 or 3 years it was happening like anytime start raining. That is called as untimely rain. In such conditions, crops get damaged. The best example is cotton crops, mango. Students, now other forms of precipitations we'll talk about. Fog reduces visibility. That means what happen over here? It affects transportations like roadways, railways, waterways, all are affected. Railways are not able to see the track properly, so again there is a problem. Waterways and airways are also cancelled because of fog. Accident can take place. Children, we are not able to see the car in front of them or any person crossing by in such time. So what will happen? Accident can take place. Fog and dew damage some crops by spreading diseases, while it may be beneficial to some crops also. I hope children you understood the effects of precipitations. Now let's move our next topic, that is acid rain. What is this acid rain? You all know the word acid, correct? When the water vapor reacts chemically with this acid like nitric acid and sulfuric acid, whatever raindrops coming down towards the earth's surface, they get mixed up with these gases. Children, what are these gases? Yes, these are the gases which are released from the factories and all. These gets mixed up with the water vapor and come down on the earth's surface. So this only we called as acid rain. Children, is this acid rain is good thing or bad thing? The word acid itself is not at all good thing. It is harmful to living organism as well as non-living objects. Children, can you give me some example of non-living object for which them acid rain is harmful? Yes, correct. The monuments, different monuments which are there in our country. The best example we can say that is Taj Mahal, which is harmed because of the acid rain. Children, here we completed our chapter number 5, precipitations. I hope you understood the chapter and I explained you in proper way. Thank you students. Have a nice day.